Top Hill Recording, episode 157. What's up, Neil?
What's up, buddy? How you doing today?
Good, man. Got some work done outside today. And
look at this table.
Made a new broadcast table, so we're good. What's going on, Brent?
I'm good. Ready for another awesome podcast.
Yep. Finally got off work, man. You had to work late tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, before
here now.
Before we introduce our guests, I'm going to say this is some Top Hill bourbon so I can drink it while they play.
All right. Well, tonight's guest, we got Coda. I knew I was going off.
Battousai.
Yeah. Tonight's guest, we got Coda Battousai. Hit it, guys.
Brought us right on in.
Awesome.
Man, I can't wait to hear about that guitar, Coda.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of talking, man, I don't know if I can talk after the first sip of this Top Hill XXL.
Hand me that bottle there. So how many X's do we have on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is that what that is?
All right, so 8 X's means there's 8 different bourbons in this. I like what you called this, Neil. What did you call this? The infinity bottle.
Yeah.
So whenever we get a little bit of bourbon left that we don't care anything about, we pour it in this bottle.
Wow, now I know.
So nothing against Jeffers Creek at all. It's just a bottle that happened to be.
I thought you were Xing it out because it was like for marketing reasons. It's like, oh, we can't pay
Oh,
him.
no.
This is a special blend just for you guys. So 7 bourbons.
When we all got rot gut tomorrow, you'll know why.
Oh, God.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
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 Cheers. Oh, yeah. Gentlemen in the
Daimont.
back. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Thank you all for coming, man.
No problem.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Come up to the top of the hill.
The right top hill.
It was a wind. It was a wind and a turn.
So why don't you guys go around quickly and just introduce yourselves?
I'm Coda Battousai. I write all the music, and it's and I sing and play guitar.
I'm Sam Reed. I play keys. Just manage the bass lines and the groove.
So where do
Keep
you
it
shop for
vibey.
your sweaters, man? I just got to know.
This is this company called Cider. It's got some cool
Yeah.
shapes and rainbows on
That
it.
is awesome.
Oh. I usually go to Goodwill though. Honestly.
Well, he's also got his mask ready to rob anybody that messes with
Well,
him.
that's
He's got the holes in it and
But
everything.
it's pink, so it's welcoming.
you gotta stay
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
You're like, give me your stuff. You're like,
Give me your
"Aw,
money on your own
Of course you
time."
can have my stuff. That's an awesome sweater and hat combination. You can just ask for it.
Well,
They'll give it
I
to
do
you.
have to say, so I was doing my research today, and I typed in Coda Battousai, and the first thing that came up out of the Google bar, it tells you what to search, was Battousai the manslayer.
That's right. That's exactly what should come up.
I was like, man, who do I have coming to my house?
No, it's from Battousai. It's not my last name, but it's from the first anime I ever watched as a kid. It's called Rurouni Kenshin, and it's about this guy called Battousai the Manslayer, who was like the most badass samurai in all of Japan. But then he turned good and made his sword into a blunt weapon and didn't want to kill anyone anymore. But he was just always known as
They
Battousai.
kept testing.
But they kept testing him. But he
Shouldn't
kept
use blunts as a
prevailing.
weapon.
Yeah, and that was like my favorite. And obviously, I love that Battousai. But yeah, that's what should come up.
Yeah. Well, he's still out there. He's at the top of the Google search list.
He should be. It's gonna be hard to beat that, but that's why I put Coda in front of it.
All right.
And this is Daimont back here.
Yo.
Talk to us, Daimont.
I play the drums. That's pretty much all I do for real. I mean, other than just other music, but I mainly just play the drums. My
Talented
thing.
artist as well.
Yeah, I also draw.
Visual artist, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he drew stuff for the merch that I'm gonna be putting out hopefully soon. And
Yeah.
Oh,
Coda Battousai
That's-
t-shirts. As far as that single that you just heard.
yeah, I'm always jealous of visual artists.
Yep.
Everything just looks like a flat piece of paper to me.
It's a special talent.
It really is.
Yeah, but it's also a curse sometimes.
Yeah.
I got one of
draw
those
on
internet
everything.
rabbit holes the other day looking at those sidewalk chalk things they do to
Oh.
make them look 3D. Where people walk around them and everything.
Oh
They
my
think they'll
God.
fall in a
Oh,
hole.
the
That's crazy.
illusions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get
definitely
lost
messing.
in loopholes of just
Yeah.
videos of
Someone's just
sidewalk
trying to go to
art.
Yeah. and tagging. Dude, there's some taggers out there that are unbelievable. Crazy. I can get lost in the rabbit hole of TikTok art.
I can get lost in the rabbit hole of all TikTok. But mostly Instagram. I don't have a TikTok. I lied. I don't have a TikTok. So I'm not up to date.
Oh, man. Don't. Hey,
I
stay
know,
away.
that's why. Because
Oh,
I'm so
pretty much.
addicted to
Reels are bad
Insta,
enough.
too.
We
Yeah.
tried TikTok for a little while, and the TikTok world didn't want to see anything we put on there.
No,
No,
I bet
we-
you all could.
That's not what happened. We let somebody else take it over, and they didn't post anything.
Oh yeah, because I feel like with
Leave,
TikTok and all of
leave.
it gives like everyone a platform. Like not every that's why everyone can be famous because like you can reach your niche audience so much easier.
Well, there's no algorithm-based follower loophole you get stuck in on TikTok as there is on Instagram.
Right.
Because
that right?
oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
all it's not based on friends. It's not based on anything. It's based on an algorithm of what people watch.
From what I hear, it's
course.
because they're following you.
No, it's based well. You're gonna get your friend request, but if you watch a certain amount of like guitar luthier videos, then you'll get that. If you watch haircut videos, you'll get haircutting videos. I mean, dude, I could watch beard trimming videos like crazy. They can line up some folks, man. It's
Or if you like
insane.
watch skateboarding
Make you jealous.
crashes, then that's what's
Oh, yeah.
that's what it is to me.
I'm gonna show you fails.
I can't watch arms breaking and
Yeah, just depends the situation, man. If you earn it, you earn it. Sometimes it's funny.
Coda, tell us about that guitar, man.
Oh yeah, so this is a family guitar. This is from my here's another name from my great uncle Perfecto.
Perfecto?
Yeah, Perfecto. He's so my family's from the Philippines. My dad's from the Philippines.
It's a tough name to live up to.
Yeah. Oh my god, right?
Name me
Best
decent.
name. Every time I say it, everyone's reaction is like,
Very
"Whoa!"
Perfecto.
I would rather be called mediocre.
I'm not joking. That's Perfecto, his name.
Wow.
And
Brother's
he was a
name's
guitarist.
Impa.
And yeah, it's he had a collection of just old guitars, and it's still there. I have this collection, and this is just one of the. This is it. This is like I've been so lucky because this is just all I had to pay for was shipping.
Wow. What
Shipping.
year?
69.
Wow.
69, and it's
Beautiful.
my guitar.
Yeah, that's
That's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Do you need to borrow some more money for shipping? What else do we got over there?
But I have them. We have them all. We have all the guitars.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just sitting in storage because like there's this one that's a old that I used to play too when I was in U of L. It was a National arch top, very old, very old school. Didn't have strap. You have to put the strap on the neck of it and stuff like that. Very old, but I was like, this isn't really this isn't a very utilitarian guitar. Like I can bring this to a funk gig or anything.
Does the National have the like headstock piece that's metal on it?
Sometimes maybe National. It just says National. And it's just I can't describe it because all headstocks look same to me. If you're not differentiating, like the only thing I can differentiate and
Seagull suck.
is like Fender and Gibson headstocks, and maybe some metal ones, but that's about
Yeah.
it. I can definitely tell it's a Jackson.
I bet you could definitely tell a Gibson.
Yes,
There you
definitely.
go.
But yeah, this is like the guitar I don't need another guitar. Like if I ever wanted one, it'd just be one Fender. It's about it, or maybe one funky looking one.
My ears hurt. I can't believe you just said that shit.
Yeah.
You said this is the only guitar I'd ever want. I don't need another guitar. No, it's not about need. I don't need another guitar either.
I'm just so like when I have like one thing that I really love, I just like stay to it. I don't have many things in my life.
Put a ring on it.
Hey, thank you. I'm the same way. Neil's always trying to get me to buy more
Yeah.
guitars, and I'm like, man, I don't need any more.
Whatever it is.
I only can
People get
play
into
one
that
at a
rabbit
time,
hole.
man. I only need one guitar that I
But
got.
I'm like,
that I
yo,
play,
you didn't play that for at least a couple months, did you?
Hey, man. Ask him how much he spent in music equipment last year with
I
all
know
his
it.
talk.
I'm just
No
such a-
guitars, though.
Whatever. He bought like 3 guitars last year.
Because you were pressured in.
I'm getting ready to sell them and get rid of them because it was an impulse buy.
Oh, God.
But
You
I'm-
guys, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
You're good. No, you're good.
You're hurting Neil. You're making Neil squirm. He's
You are breaking it. with
I know
your-
it's
with your
so
get rid of
taboo, and the guitar
stuff.
was like, I don't need another. It's such a taboo thing. But when you have such a badass one, like I mean, when you're like, you get a Rolls Royce, like,
Oh, yeah.
what do you want?
A Ferrari and a Lamborghini and a Corvette. And, I mean, they all drive different. What are you talking about? Yeah, you paid for shipping. You can buy a guitar now. You basically got that for free.
Practically, yeah.
All right, sorry.
No, you good. You good.
So how did the three of you guys connect?
Well, we met in like what was it, like 2016 maybe?
I thought it was
2015?
sooner. Like 15.
Yeah.
Whenever you were in Dirt Cheap Disco.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I was in a 4-piece band, and then we Coda's house. And then Coda used to have house shows all the time, and it would get a little rowdy, a little crazy over there.
Yeah.
But then let's see, we all kind of like started playing music together as a group after the pandemic or during the pandemic.
It was prime
like
pandemic.
2020, yeah. Yeah, we've just been playing together consistently ever since.
Daimont, how'd you come in? How did you meet these guys?
So kind of knew Sam from skateboarding, like the skateboarding world. And it's actually crazy because there's a dude that used to skate that used to live with Dakota. Name's Hector.
Oh my God. Talk about the crazy times for the house
Dude,
shows. Him and his friends were definitely.
Hector is probably the reason behind the craziness in the house show.
There was a lot of people, but he
Um,
was definitely one of them.
But like I was just jumping around because I was in a punk band for a little bit, and we were called Scrooge Mandela, and they were touring for a little bit. But after I like got out of that, I was just kind of just playing with everybody, and then eventually just made my way Coda. Like, you know, and I have never played before with Sam before this. Like we've like jammed a little bit, but it was never like for extensive periods of time. Like once we got all in the groove, we was like.
Did you guys
We're
find
working
out you were both musicians after skating together, or how'd that shake out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Louisville has like close knit skating community. Everybody kind of knows everybody. So
I'm not a skater, but I was always an outsider to watching, and I was friends with skaters.
Yeah. So then we would jam at our buddy's house.
Yeah,
too,
yeah. Alex is
who's another skater that we know, and Alex.
Yeah.
So,
Alex and Ben.
everything just kind of came together pretty organically. So grateful.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot. We've been playing like 3-hour shows like monthly. But there's this time like we're pretty fluid now. It's a very fluid. That's why I always wanted it to be a trio like this. Like people like only for like the biggest of shows. Like when I do like Waterfront Wednesday or something like that, I'll get a bassist and stuff. But like for everything else, I don't, because we're so tight. And also he covers the low end just.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
he
I heard,
really
we heard
got-
some bass, yeah.
It sounds very full and tight.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
gotta wonder.
and it creates a different sound.
And then you also need to wonder, like, if you, even for a big gig, the Doors didn't need a bass player. You know, I mean, it's
that's
just
right. Exactly.
just-
We're the Doors.
But you know what I mean, man. You know, you might ask somebody to play, and then it's just it doesn't have it kind of messes with what you have going, because there is a intrusiveness and an intimacy to playing music and spending 2 almost 3 years, if not 3 years now, getting into that groove and playing those 3-hour shows and getting through the grind of the practices and the writing and the coming up with original stuff and doing whatever you got to do to get to a point where you are that tight, and basis is the basis is covered. So I don't think you need it, is what I'm saying, in a long-winded way.
And I think it's like, because like the music that I write is like, it's almost bedroomy pop kind of, but like the sound that we found together is perfect for like the music I want to write and stuff like that. Because they do drum. They do. They're working on because Sam and Daimont. I'm trying to like lift them up, like because like they're working musicians. It's my music, but they're like helping me a lot, and they do like drum and bass stuff. We're about to play Trap Fest in March.
Is that right?
Nice.
Yeah, but we're not my music. We're backing up someone called Riley Aaron. But we're gonna be playing that. We're excited for that. But yeah, it's just also too. It's like if we have like a bassist too, and like we do like, because also we do like 3-hour gigs, and those are like paid really well gigs, the 3-hour ones. But then like if you got to bring us like, yo, you got to learn 3 hours of material by, that's a lot. And it's also like the way we do these aren't necessarily the way it's recorded. Like we're so open ended with stuff too, and like we just know where we're going all the time, kind of, and how to reel it back in too. Yeah,
It
but I'm
definitely
lucky
works.
to have them.
It definitely works, and I always appreciate a 3-piece that can fill that much space. I think it's
Also, I
awesome.
feel like we're like a sound person's dream too.
Yeah.
Like, we'll never be too many sounds to deal with. Like, because there's been shows like where they're punk or anything like that. It's like, whoa, they got a lot of people up there.
Well, and the to be able to hear the room too. When we went back to put the headphones on, it was like, yeah, it's pretty mixed. There wasn't.
That might have been the quickest mic setup we've ever had.
No.
That's good.
It was just smooth, perfect levels. Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
That's what we're really good at. I feel like because it's hard, because like it takes a lot. It really takes us a lot to like to be together and to really make something loud. Then it's really loud, and then like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. But like we're already kind of, if we're just playing like normally, we're already generally quiet.
Yeah.
Which is honestly kind of like a gift for bands, I believe, because I believe in dynamics more than anything. Like
We agree.
yeah.
John Bonham, like Led Zeppelin drummer, like people always like listen to him and they're always like thinking like, oh, he's like the craziest, loudest drummer. Like, nah, dude, he was like, in my opinion, he was like just dynamic. Like he was so quiet when he needed to be, but
Yeah.
he was so loud because he made it. You didn't notice, but like it was pretty quiet leading up. But he was just
Yeah.
Dynamics are so important.
Well, that's a problem a lot of people have when they come in here to this setting is, they're used to rehearsing where, they hear their amp and that's it. They might hear some other noise coming around them, but, when you get in here and have band like you guys that you can tell are used to listening to each other and hearing each other, setup was a breeze. So we loved it, didn't we?
Yeah, nice and easy. We had so much other stuff going on. We needed the help.
Did you spill water on your
I
keyboard,
just spilled
Sam?
water. No, all over my pants.
You shy, man.
You had a raincoat on when you came in.
Yeah, should have kept that
You
rain jacket.
should have kept that raincoat on. You had a raincoat on when he walked in.
No, we're
You
gonna
got
get
a
the
towel?
algorithm.
You need a towel?
We're gonna get.
You need a towel?
No, I'm good.
We're gonna,
That's all good.
It's not the first
but
anything
it's dark,
spilled
so
in
you
this
won't-
room.
you can't even tell.
Great, yeah.
Actually, it looks good. It's right off.
So Coda, back in take us back to childhood. Like, where did music come in for you? When did you start?
I've been playing all my life. I've been playing for 20 years. My great grandmother is a jazz pianist from Bloomington, and she put me in the first lessons I ever remember was like, God, I can't remember. Like
Piano?
Drums.
Drums.
Ah.
Drums. Yeah, which was why honestly she was like. I don't know if you know like the Customato like Mike Tyson relationship or know about that, but like
Mhm.
she's like definitely my Customato.
No doubt.
She was like implementing things into me that I didn't even realize until I was 20. But I've been playing since I was a kid, and also like I've been playing live since I was 8 too. Like I
Oh,
was
wow,
in the mom's music program for the longest of
Awesome.
time.
Yeah.
So I got all my I ate shit on stage like as a kid. Now I'm comfortable and like I still can eat shit, but like I hide it very well.
Yeah.
I'm professional enough to be like hide it. I'm like, oh, you weren't
like-
really supposed to hear that.
And
but
you don't
whatever.
freak out when you know what it tastes like. Oh, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I recognize what I'm doing. I guess this is where we are tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always been in my life. Drums was my first, then obviously guitar was in it, and then as I got into band and I was playing saxophone there, and I picked up piano, and I kind of just stopped after that. Like guitar, drums, obviously bass if you learn guitar, and singing, and yeah, I've been playing for a long
Running the
time.
gamut.
And I'm also like, I was off work. I'm a music therapist too by day.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm always doing music every day. Like before I came here, I was playing songs all day.
Yeah. So what type of might be a patient of yours?
I mostly work with children and adults with autism spectrum disorder. Yeah, that's the main client. But I work with also like I have some client. I have I've seen people with Down syndrome or just intellectual or developmental disabilities. But the big clientele is autism spectrum disorder.
Mm.
Yeah.
And what do they look for? What are you looking for in a autistic patient? How does music help them?
Well, it's just like music is like it works both parts of the brain very well, and it's also very organized and it's very predictable. That's why it's very enjoyable for and it works well with people with autism spectrum disorder. Like, yeah, music always works because it makes sense and it's organized, and patterns and behaviors can be more replicated through music because it's organized and predictable.
All right.
That's the best
So,
way to describe it.
speaking of Tyson Customato, are you secretly out looking for autistic musician geniuses to make your own band? Is that what's going on here? You're gonna find like all the unbelievable.
Yeah, no.
You're waiting for one to take your guitar and be like, play like Mozart. I see what's going on
that's
here,
the
man.
thing too. Like when I work with so many people with autism spectrum disorder too, that's why it's called the spectrum, right? Because it's like there's people who cannot communicate, and then there's people who are fluent, and you wouldn't even know unless they were referred to me.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and but it's a spectrum. You know what I mean? And there's all types of people.
Have you come across any savant type of abilities?
I guess, yeah. Yeah, it's hard too because I'm really good at music and I can do it. So it's just like, yeah, I can do that too. It's like, but not like that. I'm just kidding. I'm not a savant. But yeah, I mean, one thing that's really like, they have there's some people who have perfect pitch, but that's in
That's cool.
autism spectrum disorder and in like neurotypical people. Like I know people who can there's this one guy. Isaac back in college, he's a jazz master. He's a bebop ripper. He's like plays them all. He plays everything. He is a genius. He is a savant. And we were like we were in like biology class, and there was like the air conditioning going. He was like, we were just sitting there, and he was like, the air conditioning is an E flat. I'm like, dude, what the
Are
Who
you
gives a shit?
serious?
That's insane. Oh my
I'm
god.
like, okay. What do you want me to do? Like, write a song?
I want you to get
Tune
your
it up,
phone
tune it
out.
up.
Get
I
that
would have had to
tuner.
pull out my tuner and check him.
But that's what perfect pitch is. Is like, honestly, yeah, perfect pitch is like crazy. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal.
That dude pulled out
Because
a
people
phone.
can get a good ear.
Yeah.
He had his tuner in his pocket. He did not fool anybody.
Yeah. It might drive you crazy though if you're always just naming the pitch of
Especially
every
if it's
sound you hear.
flat, man. Can you?
That's an E
What,
flat.
what would you want to hear?
That's 4 cents off E flat.
A hilarious question is: would you rather it be flat or sharp? Wait, what?
Sharp.
There's no such thing as E sharp, is there?
No.
Technically,
Well, how about another tune?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what you guys have for us?
This one's called Brooklyn. It's out on my Spotify. Look it up, iTunes, all of it.
Did we get the name of the first song?
Oh, sorry. So the name
our
of the
fault.
first song is called Uvad.
Uvad.
Yeah, it's a great introduction song, and Uvad, I'm pretty sure, is Ukrainian for introduction. But
Oh,
that's a
okay.
song. You had Ellie Ruth on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Every podcast.
she played on that on my track, and it's going to be released hopefully in March. But yeah, it's a song that's not released, but it's a great instrumental, and Ellie rips on it. She fucking
I can
rips
imagine.
on it,
I
and
actually came into the podcast with the goal of not bringing Ellie Ruth up.
She comes up every
I
episode.
think it's been every episode.
she plays with
Everybody loves her.
everyone.
Everybody loves her.
Dude,
It's
she's
amazing.
she is a homie. I've been going to school.
We need to
with-
have her face put by our logo.
I mean, seriously.
She is a homie. Oh my god.
Somebody gonna think that she sponsors us or something.
And she's so good that she just steps in for like Hot Brown Smackdown. Like, you know, and they're like
They're amazing.
she's that good because like Hot Brown Smackdown you can tell when you because I've seen the first time I saw him was at they were playing like bar mitzvah music like for a wedding. And I was like, who are they? Because they're ripping. And then but they're like a older group that's got together. But Ellie's like our age or younger, and they're like, she's so good that she's got to come into the group of this like people
Yeah.
who've been playing for forever.
She's a
She's
great
alright.
person too.
Oh my
She's
god,
all right.
amazing!
She's amazing.
Sucks at texting. I'll say that. I do too, though. I'm terrible at texting.
All right.
So what's this
Let's
one?
hear it.
All right, this one's called Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very, very good.
So that was on your, you had a 3-song EP. Did I read that you played all the instruments on that?
Yes.
Okay.
All the instruments on that one. Definitely on that song for Brooklyn, I played all the instruments. But for the rest of them, I had a couple friends play drums at that time, but I wasn't as good as drums as I am now because I've been practicing a lot. Thanks to Daimont and him letting me use his drum set for almost 2 years. Oh my God, it was the best. It was so great. I got to practice so much.
So what do you guys, when it comes to songwriting, do you guys write as a trio, or is it mostly you, or how's that?
Yeah, it's my music and this is my trio and stuff like that. And then I write all the music for that for Coda Battousai. Yeah. Because my real name is Dakota Bunkayo, but I use Coda Battousai as my name because I like that. Yeah, stage name, you know. I
Wanted
really
to
like
make that last name a little easier, huh?
I know, right? Well, that was the thing because my last name is already complicated, but I was like, why do I even need to make it easier? I'll make it a little harder anyways. So
Yeah.
I don't care.
Dude, I call it the DB curse, right?
What?
So like your initials are DB, mine's are DB, and people have always had trouble pronouncing my first and last name. Technically, on my 5th grade thing, I didn't even graduate because they spelled both my names wrong. And I was like, who is this person? You know?
Technically, he doesn't only has a 5th grade education. Technically.
Actually, 4th.
Yeah, I skipped.
yeah.
I skipped the 4th. I skipped the 5th grade and just went straight to middle school. It was just like, all right, we're live now, I guess.
So
And I'll
my wife and I,
continue.
both our middle names are misspelled on our marriage certificate.
Really?
So I don't know. Maybe we're not married.
Well, you've been a faithful man, so you did not escape on a technicality.
So you said you started performing at 8 years old. When did you start writing?
Probably I started in middle school because that's when all the those angsty feelings come up and you need to write songs. But luckily I started young, so all the crap happens early. And now it's a little bit more like when I write, I know my flow. I know my flow very well, which is I need to take time to write a song. It takes me time to write a song.
Yeah.
But
So you guys, who are you you're a backing band at this Trap Fest you were talking about? Are you backing?
we're backing at the Trap Fest. We are, because we're dope musicians and they're dope
Riley
musicians.
Aaron, I think.
Yeah. Riley Aaron, Riley Aaron, represent. Shout out Riley Aaron.
So how did that come about? Because it seems like a big change from what we're hearing tonight.
Oh, well, we're just very versatile.
Yeah.
We're all versatile. Like, because if you listen to our 3-hour set, we play
Yeah.
it all. But we make it to our sound too, because we're gonna be playing his, because he does have some trap music and stuff, but we're making it kind of our own. It's still gonna be our sound, but we're not scared to we might cut it off at bluegrass because I don't know if I won't say that because we could.
We could.
We
I don't know
could.
if we'll ever venture.
Hey, Coda, you're gonna hurt Neil again, man. You already
No,
heard
I
him
love
make guitar.
bluegrass. Don't get me
okay.
wrong.
It's okay.
Because that's how I know Ellie, because I jam bluegrass all the
Yeah.
time. But obviously, I'm not in bluegrass bands,
Yeah.
Not this setup, isn't?
No,
Keys
no,
in a
no.
bluegrass band would be tough.
I've got a guitar sound. I've got a twangy guitar sound.
We got banjo on here, all right?
This thing could play all kinds of sounds. So
Yeah.
maybe one day. Maybe I'll find a washboard sound. I can.
There you go.
No, I love bluegrass players. And, if you're in Kentucky, especially if you're in the music scene in Kentucky, you're going to know bluegrass players because
Mhm.
Kentucky is bluegrass. And that's what it is. That's what I learned when I went to U of L. All the stoner orchestral kids were the bluegrass players. And I was in the jazz program and I loved playing jazz and stuff, but I needed a break from jazz because it's really hard. And bluegrass is hard too. And it's that's another difficulty, but I love playing bluegrass players.
That's fun.
That's how I know. That's why I watch all this all the time because there's a lot of bluegrass players here,
Mhm.
and all of my friends are in bluegrass bands.
Yeah, we've been fortunate to have
I
some
love
good
them.
ones in,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
respect them all because they play 4-hour sets, bluegrass bands. I'm yo, you're playing
Fast.
to win, and oh my god, because that takes mental power. It really does because we jam for 3 hours all the time, and like
Mhm.
by the time I'm exhausted.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
mentally, and
Yeah.
just like I just want to go to bed and watch
And
Netflix.
then it's time to pack up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why that pocket kit's so nice back there.
That's why I love bluegrass players. I respect them as musicians so much because they play like 4 hours, like ripping till beginning to end for 4 hours, and like it takes a lot to do that.
Definitely have some stamina on them
So much
chops.
stamina.
Are you guys doing any recording right now or anything in the works?
I'm doing some. I'm recording. I'm about to release the first song I played. It's called
Mhm.
Uvad. About to release that. I'm just on the final stage of the mixing, and I do all my recording like by myself mostly because I like to play all the instruments on the recorded stuff, but obviously live I can't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they record too. They record, but they're working. They're playing with all kinds of people. You know what I mean?
We're out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited for Trap Fest because like hopefully some artists will like come up to us and like want us to play for their stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I love.
Last night, me and Sam actually tracked like 3 songs.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
tracked a few things.
Yeah.
We're working on some like drum and bass stuff.
Yeah.
Be
And
on the lookout.
last year we did our show with the Ill Vibe Tribe.
Yeah,
that was pretty
that's
sick.
right. So that was the
Um,
first time me personally was part of an instrumental backing band for
Yeah.
like rap or hip hop or anything like that. But yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, it was
we had
crazy.
a blast.
Yeah.
We played with the trumpet player.
Yeah. It
It
was,
was
fun.
a whole vibe.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
So
My
you
friend-
guys have a name for your duo?
Yes.
Yeah. Magnum Synergy.
That's right.
Magnum Synergy.
I just found that out right now.
Magnum
Magnum
Synergy.
Synergy. Oh my god! Wait, really?
Yeah.
Magnum Synergy?
Magnum
Synergy.
Synergy.
Synergy. I should start saying that now. I got Magnum Synergy here. That's what I need to start saying. Because I'm always like, because it's like when I book shows and stuff, it's for Coda Battousai. Because it's like
There
I
you go.
write the music and stuff like that, and I represent. But like, they're still the band. I still want, I'm not trying to like shun them out or anything like that. But that's why I try to love like, people like hire these people because they need gigs because
You
they're just
got it
playing with me.
Now you know how to introduce it. Coda
Yeah.
Battousai and Magnum Synergy.
Oh my god!
Hey, there you go.
There's 3
I like
ways
it.
you can take it. You can
This
take
is
out the
Magnum
S
Synergy. Yeah.
and be Magnum Energy. Or it could be like
Synergy.
Magnum P. Magnum
bad, yo.
Synergy.
Big Magnum.
Got big ME, dude. Big Magnum Energy.
Sounds like a disease.
No. Stick with it.
I got a big in me on me. He's like, you said you had a what? An ME? ME, bro. You didn't hear?
See, that's what happens when you get the skater kids in here.
Let's hear another one.
Yeah. This next one's called Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll.
One, two, three, four.
It's been a long time
Sam, that sounds like the smoothest bass player I ever heard.
Man, dude, that thing sounds awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And this bourbon's awful.
Don't forget your microphone, Coda.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I kind of like it.
Oh,
The bourbon?
Yeah.
How come
Actually,
the night we
do we
have
need
the,
I already finished my glass.
finished
Yeah,
mine.
some
Yeah.
more.
Pass it on over
the
there.
night we have the smoothest music, you all pick the roughest bourbon.
That's what happens. We turn rough into smooth real quick. Rough bourbon comes smooth. I know I'm getting. I know it's working because I'm sweating.
I heard we have some skaters coming in, man.
I can do an ollie.
All right,
Still.
Coda, so tell us something non-musical people need to know about you.
God, that's hard because all my
We
life
know
is music.
Daimont and Sam skateboarders. Now, what do you do?
Man, it's hard. It's literally my whole life. But I'm a dad,
Okay.
and I'm a dad first, and that is my life. Yeah, a dad, and like when I'm not having a dad, when I'm not being a dad, I'm doing this. My dad, I have a great co-parent relationship with her mother, and we're great, and 50-50, and
How old's your
That's my
child?
she's 2 and some change. She's gonna be
Okay.
3 in June.
Okay.
June 17th.
Good times, yeah.
Let's go. No Chuck E. Cheese though. Not at that point yet.
All right, so tell us about a nightmare gig or something embarrassing that has happened to you on stage.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so luckily I got all of my shit eating when I was a kid, but I still remember when they hurt just as much. Okay, so as a guitarist, I have such a philosophy about guitar for myself and stuff. Like rhythm is king to everything. Like when I was growing up, everyone called me a great rhythm guitarist because I didn't copy like Sweet Child of Mine solos. I didn't do any of this like those solos that everyone was playing. You know what I mean? Like I was so infatuated by rhythm and rhythm guitar and stuff like that, and everyone gave me compliments. But the bad thing is I didn't learn like whenever we used to play Crazy Train for one of our sets, right? And like I feel like 25% of that song is the solo, right? But I didn't learn the solo. I said fuck it. I don't want to learn that solo. So every time we played that song, like everyone was like, "Oh dude, this kid's going to play the solo." I never did, and it was always just a sea of disappointment. Just looking at me like, "Oh dude, he's not playing the solo." I'm like, "I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to."
Everybody's waiting to air guitar with you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would just like that was like playing Crazy Train was so traumatizing because I just remember like people. It was one. I can't remember where it was. It was in like some parking lot for some like charity event. And I was in like high school, maybe I think maybe middle. No, I was in high school, and it was in middle school. But we had Crazy Train on for a minute, but we took it off because I never learned the solo. But like I remember playing in the solo's about to come up, and I saw people like coming in. They're like, "Oh shit, he's coming. He's about to do it.
Here it
This
comes,
young
here it
kid's about
comes,
to
here it
throw
comes."
that tapping stuff."
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. And then it was just like, and then I would always see him walk away. You know, be like, "Ah, fuck."
We're done with this guy.
Yeah, Sam, what about
Ripped.
Sam has a good one, huh?
yeah.
Nightmare gig stories.
You guys are playing 3-hour sets at these places. Something's had to happen.
you?
We never really
it
had a
was
nightmare set.
It was just crazy.
We
I'll
have
let you I got one for you. I got a couple for you.
all right, you go.
So I used to be in like a metal band whenever I was in middle school, and we used to go to like these bars, and obviously like I'm too young to be there or whatever. So like I'm just here to play drums. You got like super innocent, and like all my friends, all their dads and all their moms are getting hammered. Like you know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, that's my son up on stage. And you know, we're all super young or whatever, and my friend's mom gets way too drunk, and she's like, sign my breast, and I'm like looking at my friend like, dude, your mom is asking me some pretty wild
Did
stuff.
you do it, Daimont? Did you do it?
And he's like, I mean, he's like, do it. And I was like, all right. And that was like before the set. So I'm like, oh, dude. So like the whole, like we get on stage or whatever, and like we play our set, and the owner of the bar is there. She's in the back. She was watching. Had a couple. Hey, you guys, that we liked it. money in the jar was for the bands before y'all, but we obviously like your set more, so here you go. And that made the other bands like furious.
Oh, I bet.
So they're like, who the fuck are these kids? You know what I'm saying? And we literally packed all of our stuff up the quickest. Like, and we
Jetted.
just threw it in the truck. I was like, all right, let's go. Like,
How much money did you get?
it was only
$13.
It was like $40 a piece, but
Oh, that's not bad.
for like
That's-
4 people. Like,
That's good.
I was like,
For a metal
Hey.
show, that's
yeah,
good.
I was like, dude, I'll take it. And I was like, I didn't have any bills. It was literally like $400.
I'm about to go to the mall.
Yeah,
So
another.
do you still see the lady whose breast you signed?
No, I don't. I don't see her anymore. I used to though. She's like my like caregiver for a moment. Like I used to be over her house all the time.
I bet you were. You got anything else you need me to sign?
It was permanent markers still on there.
Yeah. No, I never asked. And, like, is it still there? Like, you know, I was just
Got a
always
tattoo.
kind of trying to be respectful. It was my friend's mom, so I didn't want to be like.
There's no more respectful after that, man. Yeah, she lost respectful at Sign My Titty.
Sam, have you ever had to do that?
I had to assign. No, well, okay. Nightmare Set. Honestly, the first live show I ever played, like with a band, the first band I was ever in. We played a show at the Spinelli's on Main Street, like underground.
R.I.P. to
I don't know if you
the
guys
Spinelli's
have
on Fifth
ever
Street.
been there before.
Ran
But it's a
trains to there.
legendary venue. They have a sign that says, "Please do not mosh into the pizza oven." Or the pizza
Yeah,
warmer.
we all have played sets
Yes.
there.
It's the
Yeah.
crustiest
Punk
spot.
days.
Yes, that was back when the Louisville music scene was mostly like punk and hardcore, metalcore, and we were just like playing some like garage rock, pop type stuff. But we had to kind of adapt, be a little heavier because we were playing Greyhaven and all these like random hardcore bands. And so we're like, our first show, we go to the Spinelli's on Main Street, and the opening band is this band called the New Shitbirds. It was a 2-piece, and this guy had like wired a home telephone into a mic cable as a microphone.
Oh, cool.
And then he had his guitar like only halfway plugged in so that it was constantly making like a terrible distorted noise.
Oh, that's awful.
And all these people came because like I was really hyped about the show, and all my friends showed up and they were like so ready to hear us play. And the New Shitbirds opened and people were like, I don't know if I can stay. I'm like, y'all just stay. Just eat some pizza. We can hang out outside.
There's families in there.
Yeah, yeah.
That was another thing about the Spinelli's. If there was always pop punk shows, there was always at least 2 families, and like just trying to get pizza. For
They're
the
just trying to
family.
live their life.
And they're just like teenagers moshing.
What did we walk into?
Pepperoni.
Spinelli's.
These Spinelli's on Main Street.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
another one. I have one more.
right.
The last one, I promise. But
Hope it's as good
I
as
had
the
this-
last one.
I had a punk show, and it was at it wasn't like a cemetery, but it was like some abandoned building that this dude owned on Broadway, and it was like off of Broadway. And, before we even set up, I was sitting in my car waiting for everybody else to get there, and this dude like he's like, Daimont, what's up? And I was like, what's up, dude? And he kicks my car, and I was like, dude, don't do that, dude. like I was like lightweight, kind of like pressed about it. I was like, dude, just kick my car for no reason. Like, yeah, and you just said what's up to me, like like we're not cool after that. But anyway,
Not my friend.
yeah, we like it was also a costume party too, so I went as a sexy farmer or whatever. And, I had on this like these fucking overalls or whatever. I had overalls on and like some cowboy boots and shit. And getting out of the cowboy boots was the worst because like they're really tight, so you're like trying to like squeeze them or whatever. But this was like I get to the show or whatever. We start the show. It's like a punk show or whatever. Halfway through the show, like my hand hits the cymbal. There's blood everywhere, and I'm like, in my head, like the drumsticks are like super slippery, so I'm like trying to grip it super hard, and like I like dropped a stick, but it was like in between like the break of a song, like we was about to go into another song, and I was like, oh, I was like, hold on, like and I had like blood
dude.
literally still everywhere. And whenever I got off the stage carrying all the stuff off or whatever, I looked and there was just all over the set, just blood. And I was
That can you get more punk than that though?
Yeah, that's
and then I
pretty
lost my
bad.
phone after that. I was like, this guy ain't get any worse.
Did you see the
Got
sexy
you.
farmer that had the farming accident on the drums while he was here? It was realistic as hell.
Dude, who bled on my drum set? That'd be. Oh my god, that'd be so bad. Wait, was it your drum set?
It was a band's drum set, yeah.
Oh,
But
it wasn't yours.
It wasn't mine particularly. No,
Okay.
it was mine for the night. Yeah, but not mine.
Get
Someone's borrowed my guitar and like put it into like an open tuning, and I had to play it afterward, but they didn't tune it back. I'm like, dude,
Oh.
way to shit on my instrument. Way to just give me 10 minutes of waste right now. I gotta tune this back from open G.
That's happened to me before. I like set my keyboard up with all the patches like pre-programmed in there, all the sounds I wanted, and I was supposed to do a studio session with this local artist, and I get there and my friend Joe had come over the day before and like messed with my keyboard and changed all my settings. And I get to the recording studio and I go to access all my
And now you're paying by the hour.
Patches. Yeah,
Setting
I'm like-
presets.
Joe sounds like the type of friend that would do that though, doesn't it?
Yeah, Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to
Joe.
Joseph Hourman though. He's a
But
Real
leave people's
Yeah,
keyboards
leave the
alone.
keyboards
Joe.
alone, Joe. Hell.
Don't you, dude?
Joe, we know you did it.
So who,
Joe.
sorry for putting you on blast, but
All right, I put Ellie on blast a little bit.
who's the last
But she's my homie, I don't care.
local artist or local band you've listened to?
Turbo Nut.
I was gonna say Turbo Nut.
Turbo Nut.
Pack G, ill vibe.
Pack G.
Pack G.
Yeah.
Yes, because they've been on here.
Yeah.
Another one is they changed their name, but it was Sam Brenzel, but they're going by Shimon now. She's gonna be on here for sure. I know she will, because she's that great.
So Coda, for our listeners that want to follow you a little more closely, where can they find you?
On on all Spotify, all any music listening, you can to help you spell my name, Coda, Coda, my bad, and then Battousai. Here we go, Battousai. There you go. I
Two
feel like I-
T's, one S.
Yeah, I felt like I spelled it out in the most.
It looked like you had to think about it,
Hopefully.
man. I got
Oh yeah, but I tried to slow it down because I don't want to speed through it. Yeah, but like, I did that too because like I don't know if y'all know Highest Coyote or ever heard of them.
Nope.
I don't
But I
think
didn't.
so.
But they're one of my favorite bands. But I didn't know how to spell their name for like almost 2 years.
Highest Coyote. Higest Coyote.
Not even. Nope. Nope.
Highest
I
Coyote.
thought too. That I
Highest
spelled it like
hiatus.
that. But if you look it up, it's like
I
this
met
is the
some
most
highest
ridiculous way
coyotes.
to. In all honesty, like
What you do out here?
What are you doing here? They're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I don't know. You
Get all the way up here, bro.
But yeah, any listening platforms, you know, I'm on all of them: Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. I'm pretty sure.
Awesome.
Because I distribute mine through DistroKid, just like a lot of local artists do, and they just pretty much just
All
put it out to
right.
everyone. And I'm about to put out a new single coming up with it's featuring Ellie Ruth. You always hear that name because she's that dope. She's just that good. Yeah.
Go,
I'm about to
Ellie.
go on a tangent about how dope Ellie is, but you know,
She's actually really
fine.
sick.
We take
50
care of
of
that.
them on
It-
here.
It's
Wait.
happened on the podcast before.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna take us out with?
This next song is called Peach Blossoms, one of my favorite. I wrote about my daughter. Yeah,
Well, man, we appreciate you guys hanging with us
no
tonight.
problem. It was so much fun.
Let's hear
All,
it. Peach Blossom.
mixed bourbon.
When she holds my hand, then I'll never feel alone. When she calls for me, then I'll be by your side. You don't have to worry brought you to me. And she has a name too. My love brought you to me. The world had to wait. Let my peach blossom grow. Let my peach blossom grow. Let my peach blossom grow. I'll be light to your summer, your summer, your summer. That I'll provide. You won't know what I know. Promise I'll keep. You won't know what I know. Promise I'll. Ooh. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. My peach blossom grow. Let my peach blossom grow. Let my peach blossom grow. I'll be light to your summer, your summer, your summer. That I'll provide.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
That was awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks again, fellas.